Oh, hey guys, Kimberzelik here, and I've been quite busy. My daughter has a house that she's rehabbing. She lives in Virginia, and the house is in my hometown of Dayton, Ohio, and she doesn't get a lot of opportunity to get to town to work on her house. So this was one of those weekends, and she has a neighbor, Mike Neff, who is a new subscriber to my channel, and in the nature of the machinist community and the YouTube followers community, you run across some very generous people, and I showed up in Dayton today doing some work, and he came by with a box of some tooling as a gift for me. And he's taken an old home and rehabbed it, and just took something that, you know, might have been ready for demolition at one point and turned it into a beautiful home. But let's take a look at what he brought me first of all. Now, one thing I'm really excited about, and I'm going to need help finding a holder for, is Acme thread carbide inserts. And it says 3ER6 Acme, and it's Vardex, V-A-R-D-E-X is the brand. V-A-R-D-E-X. Products of Vardex. There's a little case here. It looks like I got 9 Acme thread inserts. Here's some more writing on here. Cutting tools may shatter. Another notable item is a solid carbide center drill. Sure what size that is. I can't grab anything. 3/8 maybe. Solid carbide. That's going to go into a permanent tool holder on a MT3 taper. Nice little T-handle Allen wrench, and a couple pieces of some type of brazed turning tool. Says Micro 100 BT-8 USA, and there is another material brazed onto the top of this. So, and it has a very strange relief cuts in my mind. There's one of them. So hopefully that's showing up. Any information about those I would love. I believe these are Woodruff key cutters. We got some tapered reamers, some standard reamers. Curiosity, these little copper funnels. Your typical tool maker's pill bottle with counter bores and counter sinks, and we got a Starrett box of an accessory for a mag holder. So let's go back over here. We got some Momax. We got a boring bar here, and I'm not sure if this would be considered a fly cutter or a boring bar. Center drills. End mills going all the way down to, well, this is actually a reamer, which goes to 77 thousandths. And this is another reamer. This is a 1/16 end mill. Hanta, H-A-N-I-T-A, product of Spain, I think. Made in Israel. Very sharp. Maybe used once or twice, maybe a resharpened, but despite that, very sharp. An array of Cleveland twist drill end mills. Here's an example of one. This is a 5/16. I don't believe that's ever been used. So let's get that back in its tube. And we're going here from, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 5/16, goes up to 5/8. And then there's a couple loose ones. And this is solid carbide. Yeah, it's got to be. It weighs a ton. Nice little stubby drill, 5/16. That works really well on the mini lathe. Have a drill that small. Little chuck here, made in Japan. This is, oh, I know the name of it. I don't need to see it. I guess I do. Cushman. Nice little single lot, maybe 01 Cushman drill chuck. Interested in finding holders for these little Acme thread cutters. And that's about it. You know, there's a little bag here with something in it. You know, it's just stuff that tool makers collect. Here's a very large key, gauge pins, maybe a lathe tool. I'm not sure about this piece. As this one, I'm really not sure. Here's a very small little cutter. Could be a that could be an Acme thread, I guess. Interested in this very stout boring bar, and this brazed on. Is that considered a fly cutter? I think it is. I mean, he didn't know what these were, and I don't know what you call them, but drift maybe. Well, that's kind of it. I want to thank Mike Neff for such a generous offering here. And Mike may not know it, but you guys do. The machining community here on YouTube is just an awesome group of people who are very generous, and it's kind of mind-blowing. It's I very much appreciate. I appreciate seeing the giving going on. I don't have to receive it, but you know, just to see people connect and share, you know. Something that's sitting on the shelf in your shop might mean the world to somebody else. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Tell a buddy, bring a friend. We'll see you next time. Thanks again. Yeah, me and Mike have quite a few YouTube channels in common, even though his interest really doesn't lie in machining. But there's still quite a few channels that we both watch, and I'm trying to turn them on to a few channels and get them hooked on machining. He said he had a chance to get a South Bend one time, and now he kicks himself in the head for not taking the opportunity. You know, he just didn't feel like moving it, and you can't blame him. So let's take a look inside this jar. I didn't check in here. Let's just dump it out here. Very nice. Very nice, very helpful, very useful. Nice collection of counter sinks, chamfering tools. Very nice. And then we might as well dump out this other one too. Only this one is... This is the kind of stuff that machinists won't throw away for some reason. You know, the guy, he had to save that spring in that ball. And there's another nice little countersink, the single flute. Yeah. Yeah, guy, you know, they collect this stuff, and, you know, it's just, you know, oh, hold on to that. I might need that one day. Especially that spring and that little ball. Kind of puts me in mind of the guy who collects the larger balls, outside screw ball.